This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one's incomplete. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Skirts by him at the 35. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions will take over.
6-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a passage taken in by Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Detroit! Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight incomplete. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Covered by Detroit.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so... depth, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt in that 2nd drive. CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
2nd and 9 now. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
21 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Caught by number 10.
So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point try now for Vedvik. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Oliver. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes, because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside to break it inside. Really well-run route.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Back to throw again. Inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Makes the score Lions 13.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
Sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting a 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. To throw again. Jackson being chased out left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson, flush to his right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Juju Smith-Schuster. Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Packers 3. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
So here are the Lions to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
For his running back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves.
Do what we do.
Now
Do
the
what
ball
we do.
comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the 1st down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Got him then. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
If you were me,
A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Roughing the passer, defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys capitalized. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and a yard.
Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing is Jackson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Lions. 48 yards.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
Jackson on first down, rolling to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 4th down. Here's Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return will stop right around the 25. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Chad Williams, and it's 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The Packers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by...
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves. A hole that they can't get out of.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
By number 4.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. His pass caught at the 4. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Roughing the passer, defense.
You gotta be kidding me.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Oh, spinning away. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there.
We were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield.
To Arizona to take on the Cardinals.